In the last video, I showed you how to import a picture off the internet. If you already have pictures in your photos, you can actually click and you can allow iMovie access to your photo library via this right here. And then you can also create photos in Photo Booth, take pictures with effects and import them, which I'm not going to show you how to do that right now, but that is a possibility for you. One other thing I want to show you before we talk about importing raw video footage is how to record a voiceover. So if you want a voice track on your video, you can easily record that and add it to your video. So actually I see here my song is too short, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust that. And then, okay, recording voiceover. Right here you see a microphone. So if I click it, and then we have a record button right here. And this will actually allow me to record any kind of a voiceover that I want for however long. And you can move it around, but I'm going to go ahead and select that I want it to start right here. I'm going to hit record. About Mrs. Garrow. Okay, so I just recorded that, what was on that slide, hit stop when I was done. If I wanted to redo it, I certainly could, but you see it's added another layer. So underneath your audio track, your music track, you now have a voiceover, it says VO for voiceover layer right here. So you're going to have to adjust your volume because you have your music up and you don't want the two audio tracks necessarily to interfere. So you can actually turn down, hover here and turn down the volume to say 10% or whatever, or you can bring it back to 100%. You can make it louder so you can adjust your volume so that you can still hear your voiceover clip. But then you can also move the voiceover. Say you decided you want it right here instead. It's easy to move it around, or maybe you don't like it and you want to re-record. You can just click and hit delete and get rid of it. No big deal. So now I have my voiceover, I have my music, I've lowered the volume so that it doesn't interfere with my my voiceover, and you can hear both at the same time. And so that's just a quick, easy way to do to record a voiceover. Now, importing raw video footage, because that's what once you're trying to create, once you get into creating more of a video with actual video footage, you need to know how to import the footage, and that's really what iMovie is all about, not just doing slideshows and stuff. So I already have a video file saved on my desktop. I'm going to not import in. I have my practice pics folder or event, as iMovie calls it, but I think I'm going to create a new event to put my video footage. Just keep it separate. You don't have to do this, but that's what I'm going to do just to demonstrate. So I'm going to go back up to my computer menu, File, and go to New Event. And I'll just call this Video Files. So I'm going to import a video file. I have this particular file here. If I clicked it, I hit select, it's now imported. It's a short file, so it didn't take long. It's only 9.8 seconds. If it was longer, it wouldn't have loaded as quickly. So now I have this cute Clifford clip, and I can watch it, see what I got. I can actually use my space bar and it will play it. See what exactly I have, because I probably don't want to use all 9.8 seconds. I mean, I could click on it, hit the plus sign and drag it down, the whole thing. But I want to show you how to use just a piece of a clip, because part of this clip's kind of boring anyway. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can click, drag your clip down, and then edit from there. You know, just drag in just like you drag from the front, drag from the back, and short. So you've taken pieces off the front, taken pieces off the back to shorten your clip. Or you can actually decide what piece of the clip you want to drag down in advance. So I already know I don't like the beginning here. So I clicked on it, I've got the gold box, I've got my little arrows, and I can pull in my arrows, and then I'm thinking about maybe right there is where I want to start. And I know I don't want as much at the end either, so I'm going to do the same thing with the end of the clip. I'm going to drag it in. I want it to end right there. So I really just want this right here to be in my video. So I just click, drag it in, and so I've already done the editing right there. And you can still pull it in on the sides down here. You can still double click and go to your eye and change your duration. You see it notes that I'm only using 3.5 seconds out of 9.8, and you can actually make changes after you've done it. It's not finalized or anything, but to me that's easier. Now, say you have you've done this, you've edited the clip, and you don't want to go back. Like maybe you want pieces of it. You've got once you start getting like say 1-minute clips or whatever, you might want multiple chunks of it. You can drag down each individual piece, like I just showed you. You know, just do the front, then you could do the middle, that kind of thing. Or if you drag down a whole clip and you want to split it, you can click on it, and in your computer menu it says modify, and you can actually split the clip right up here, and it'll take your clip and split it right where this line is, wherever you've decided, because you'll see this little line here I can manipulate. So maybe I wanted to split it right there. Okay. Another thing you want to keep in mind is this video track has audio to it. So if I kept it the way it is, I would have this acoustic sunrise playing, and I'd have the audio for the video track. Well, I want to get rid of this video track audio because it's just crowd noise. So if I hover over, I see the 2 triangles, and I can take the volume and turn it down. And I'm actually just going to cut it to 0. Now maybe this was an interview. If you were interviewing someone and you had recorded it, well then you would want to actually hear the audio. So in that case, you wouldn't want to cut the volume down. But for this particular video, there's nothing but crowd noise. So I cut it off, so I have no competing audio from my video clip. I'm going to fix this. Okay. So now I'm going to do a quick preview. There's my Clifford random flower picture. And because of the screen recording software, you can't hear my voiceover, but that is present. And you may not have been able to hear the music either, but that was on your end, but I can hear it on my end. So that's just how to manipulate raw video footage. The thing with video editing and manipulating raw video is you really just need to practice. The more you do it, the more you'll see, especially when you have a lot of different video clips you're putting together and you want to get everything lined up exactly, it does get to be a little tedious. And at those times, that's when I would change my zoom so that I could actually see more of my clip and get a little more precise. Because this is just a general clip, it's not that hard to cut, but you might have one where someone's talking and you want to end at a certain point before they change subjects, and so you might have to zoom out to get it just so. So you may have to play and replay the clip a couple times, but a lot of that is just attention to detail, that as you get better at video editing, you'll naturally get better at manipulating those clips. Once you've added your video and finished editing all of your clips, then you want to go ahead and finalize your video, because in iMovie right now, I just have a project. I don't have a finalized, completed video that I could actually share with someone. So let's just say that I've gotten all of my elements down. These are all the pictures, audio, everything. Everything's ready to go. It looks really good. I previewed it. I'm ready to share it. Then you want to come to this button up here. And I usually export as a file versus directly sharing it anywhere. But once you click export file, if you want to change the title, you can change settings for these purposes. There's no settings that really need to be changed. So I'll just hit next. And then I can decide where I want to save it. I'll just change mine to the desktop. Hit save. And then you get this wheel right here that shows your progress. And then once the movie is completely finalized, mine should appear on my desktop. Okay, so it says that the export is successful, and I should now see completed video right here, About Me MP4. So now I could upload it somewhere or share it with whomever I wanted to share it with.